Alright, let's try this again. I'm going to show you guys my Overlander build. I bought this switch or lever from Air Down Solutions, I believe. Placed my handle when I first got it and it felt like it was going to break, so went this route. Also installed these LEDs. There's two of them, and also with that handle there's an inside release. My lights are over here on these dimming switches. Bought these off Amazon, and this one works fine, but this other one broke within about 3 days, so it just stays on. But they're wired up to a rocker panel up there. The reason I built this because my dogs were using the third row and the speaker as a perch, so to stare out the back window. So I went this route. I was just going to build these 3 panels that fold up to cover the sub and allow for the third row, but I did have an L-shaped bracket or a support over here with the original build, but it just wasn't enough storage and I only really used one seat. So yeah, all 3 of these fold back right here. Right behind that seat is one of the panels. That panel actually folds up to clear that, cover that gap in the dogs. I have 3 big dogs and they can all fit on there just fine. Obviously a drawer comes out, but I made it so I got a working surface, and when it's pulled out, this works well for having a water jug on for the dogs, hand washing, all that. Let me pull it out for you. 48 inch, I got them online for dirt cheap, so that's why I went with this. Got the wood for dirt cheap too. Painted it with some decking, textured outdoor decking. So all I did was went with wooden dowels and a 1/4 inch, I believe this is, or an 1/8. It's really thin. They're pretty flimsy, but I cut it out so it's not so damn high. I'm not cooking up here. Cooking at this level is fine, and working on it. One cup holder broke, but had a couple little cup holders on here. And when I originally built this, there's 2 of these, one over there as well to fill the gaps. Just pops out my sub amp, and there's a farm jack that is under there. Nobody ever shows you how to mount these down. You can see I use 2 straps that are going through the seat mounts and the box. They're connected to the mount, wrapped around the box, then out the front of the box, and then ratcheted down. So I built this. I didn't plan on it, but it rubs a little bit so it can stay up. I kind of like that. I also have these little guys. They're just scrap wood, but I just Velcro them right here. And I plan on cutting them at like 3 different angles, so this can prop up at 3 different angles. Up front, those 2 pieces, depending on where my seat is, those 2 can lock up pretty well, so I can sleep like at an angle that way or sleep at an angle this way. Yeah, let me take you around front. You can see that one stores up behind that seat too pretty well. They're just uneven when they're sitting there, not aesthetically pleasing, but I like to keep this open so the dogs can jump up here. Use the Z-rail up here as support, 3/4 inch Z-rail, and 2x4s that just lay on the headrest, and there's Velcro on this side under here. This panel, obviously, when it's laying down, it clips down right here. This panel is only clipped right here, and on the other side, this center section doesn't clamp, and actually my seat's preventing this from folding up, but I didn't plan this. Both of these are the same size when it's folded up like that, and they both fit perfectly in the drawer. I didn't plan on that at all. And also, when this is up to get to the third row, they fit perfectly in these 2 spots to cover that box. So I do plan on cutting this box back at an angle, and then making that drawer at an angle, at least this top section, because I was able to store these vertically right here before with just the Z-rail, but this box obviously I can't. So, but it was nice to store them back here. It made kind of like a partition wall, and I had pictures with the dog gate. Like, it worked perfectly. So eventually I'll do that, and I also want to get some more of the Z-rail, cut these two panels, so when you unlatch this one side from right here will just fold up, and that box can stay covered. This piece can stay installed. This piece can stay right there, so if just I need one person to come sit down, whatever, they can sit down right there. I would fold this up for you, but I'll just show you some pictures of it folded up at the end of this video. I like this part folded down, and just throw this in the drawer and use this seat all the time because it's like perfect height for an armrest. It's comfy as hell to sit back here now with that part. So I plan on trying to do the same with this guy. All I did was use a 2x2 across and then a 2x4 as support, and you can see I kind of had to offset them to clear this part and just get it over as far as possible. So yeah, other than that, I'm pretty happy with it, other than that one angle up there. Happy with these lights. They light it up pretty well out here. I do want to install some on the inside, and the reason I went with doing the switches right there, because I know I can find this piece pretty damn easily, rather than this whole panel. I see people cut it right here, and just didn't want to. Plan on doing it on the same, doing the same on this side for the interiors. And I've slept out in it a few times and no issues at all. Like I said, all three of my dogs can fit up here, and I'll throw pictures of that. Yeah, any other questions, just hit me up.
I think I am starting to believe the things that you say.